In 2012, America's on-again, off-again love affair with Formula One finally seemed to settle down with the completion of this wonderful racing facility here in Texas. Since then, we've been treated to some incredible races, including, of course, that classic wet-dry championship decider of 2015. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas, overtaking opportunities into turns 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6-mile track. But we may well see cars struggle to slow down there today as the wet weather does interfere with the low-speed grip. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk briefly about Romain Grosjean. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. The captain lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Alonso, Bottas, Esteban Ocon, and Sainz, Magnussen, Vettel, Perez, and Pierre Gasly. Verstappen, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc and Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Brendan Hartley and Marcus Ericsson. Sirotkin and Romain Grosjean starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Hey guys, and welcome back to some more F1 2018 and part 18 of Season 2 of our McLaren Career Mode. And very sorry that we haven't got qualifying today. I did record it, but unfortunately the file is being corrupted, so we're just going to have to get into the race. I did get pole position, funnily enough. It was a weird glitch that Verstappen was on pole, and then when we went over the line he went down to third. Really not sure what happened there, but he's down in 11th anyway, so you know, we would have inherited pole position because we were second to only him, so it hasn't worked out too badly. As you can see though, it's raining, and I'm trying to see whether we can possibly change our tyres. I'm not entirely sure that's possible. Don't think we can, unfortunately, so we'll revert the strategy there. So yeah, we're just going to have to survive these first few laps, I guess, and, you know, see if it dries up a little bit, but certainly an intense start to proceedings, and, well...
Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap.
Well, I mean, that kind of showed you how much standing water there is on the track by how much wheel spin we got from the start there. That was ridiculously bad. But hopefully you guys are still enjoying the series. Thank you for all the support so far. This series will be continuing even though Snooker 19 is out now, and well, it'll still be in its regular slots of Wednesday and Saturday at 8 PM. We're going to definitely finish this season, and then we'll decide what we're going to do after that, because of course it's only just over 2 months until F1 2019 comes out, so you know, we'll have to decide what we're going to do after that. I don't see us being at McLaren again next season. I see us being at a different team, but yeah, obviously we're not going to... Well, it's not 10 weeks until release, so we're not going to finish a third season, so we'll just have to see. But this track is wet, and I'm wondering whether, you know, potentially coming in after the first lap and switching on to the intermediates. I don't know whether it's quite that severe yet, but there definitely seems to be a distinct lack of grip, but we'll see as we're coming around this final section now. We look in decent shape. But look at that, we were honestly going flat through there in qualifying, and now we're just miles off. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, this is going to be a tough start to this Grand Prix. It's going to be a battle for survival, a war of attrition. Who is going to be the one that triumphs in this US Grand Prix? I'm looking forward to it because there's going to be a lot of drama because of this rainy start. Apparently it's going to ease off after 10 minutes. But look at the skid marks from all of us as we tried to find grip at the start. Or the practice start, I should say. But here we go. We are ready now to go. Lights out, away we go here at the US Grand Prix here in Austin, and it's a decent start for us off the line considering although we've had contact with somebody behind. I think it might have been Fernando. I don't know what happened there, but as you can see, we got off the grid fairly decently. Fernando thought that he would go around our outside and sort of made a little bit of contact. Luckily it hasn't caused him too much damage though, just lost a little bit of front wing, but everybody's seemingly made it through the first turn safely. As we come through this first sector for the first time, you can see everybody's going a little bit cautiously, but Lewis Hamilton is the man that leads at the moment. The championship leader, he's 20 points ahead of us. We really need to beat him today. But can we do it? That is the question. It's a good start for us, to be honest. I know we started on pole, but now we get to use the same lines as Lewis, sort of study when he potentially goes into the pits. I think this has worked out quite well for us. Fernando in fourth looks like he has lost a little bit of pace from that first corner incident. I don't think there was anything we could do. Definitely a racing incident. He just sort of squeezed himself out onto the curb, made a little bit of contact with our rear wheel, and I thought we would go round, but luckily we were alright. Now then, it's all a question of who's going to risk it. We're certainly not going to risk it through corners like that. That's a recipe for disaster. Well, Hamilton stays out, so I guess we're going to just copy what Hamilton does for now, because apparently the rain is going to ease off, so I think we just stay out there and just battle.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Got that confirmed?
Well, Jeff just proposed that we move on to the inters, but I actually feel pretty good in these conditions. I think we're dealing with them very slightly better than Lewis at this current moment. I think our best chance of staying in front or getting in front is by staying on these tyres. Now I'm curious, is Lewis going to come into the pits this lap? No, he doesn't, so he's probably got the same idea. Although we just lost it out the back, the last corner, and now we're under pressure from Bottas. So we've worked really hard over the first 3 laps to close within touching distance of Lewis, but throwing all that away in one corner. Well, we're going to come into the pits this lap and change onto our super soft tyres. I think Lewis is coming in as well. So, battle of the pit stops for the lead of this Grand Prix. And we're in. So Lewis Hamilton pits from the lead. We're going to come in as well. Is he going to get released? He is. So, big pit stop here.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit.
Wow. I don't know why we were held so long there. But that could have cost us the Grand Prix victory.
After these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound.
What is good though is that Lewis seems to have come out in traffic. We're slightly behind that group, so maybe we'll be able to catch up. But I'm annoyed that we got held up there, although Hamilton is at the front of this group. Okay, I thought he was behind it, and I seen that it was going very slowly. Or is it Hamilton going very slowly? I'm not sure.
Virtual safety car, reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Well, somebody's out of the race. Grosjean. Another retirement for him. Goodness me, he's had a fair few this season.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Not sure when this period's going to end. This is going to really help Valtteri Bottas though.
Fernando's in for his stop.
I think Bottas is going to be leading after all this.
Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, clear.
Yep, Bottas in the lead. So Bottas, with that virtual safety car, has gained the most out of all of us. And is now leading the Grand Prix. Unbelievable. Well, we have a chance on Hamilton here and we dive it up his inside. What a move that is. We've just got so much more confidence through those sections on these tyres. And we are setting purple times at the moment, which is absolutely crazy. I just cannot believe that we passed Hamilton there, and that's why I didn't pick up commentary until so late. We were so far behind Hamilton going into that section, but we just carried so much more speed through the S's, and now we're in second and just behind Valtteri Bottas for the lead of this Grand Prix. This is going to be a titanic battle towards the end now, because you feel like the Mercedes aren't done yet. But we need to get in front fairly quickly before they start getting confidence on these tyres. And here we go, this could be the chance. We got DRS and we're right behind now. We're going to stick it into overtake mode. We've got a chance to go down the inside here. Bottas moved late in the brake zone there and he manages to undercut us. That was dangerous, but we're through. Still back in second place. As you can see, we just carry so much more speed through those corners. We take the curbs so much more aggressively than those other guys. That's a little bit of a corner cut, granted, but it's going to set us up nicely for the next couple of turns. We've got to get a good exit from here. And we do. Now then, Bottas is going to be using all his energy, you feel, to get through, to stay in front, I should say. He's derating. We have a look down the inside now, and we managed to hold it. We managed to hold it. And that is what we are talking about. We are now into the lead of this US Grand Prix, and how important for the championship could this be if we can somehow pull off a race victory here. The track conditions are just getting better every lap. The fuel is going down every lap. This is just brilliant. Well, Hamilton and Bottas are side by side behind us. We can't see, but their position is changing in the top left corner a lot.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
And well, this is the difference between us being 10 points and 13 points behind in the championship after this race. You feel like we are going to win the race no matter what happens behind us, because they're fighting so much. But Bottas is just ahead at the moment, and they are at it hammer and tongs as we go into these final couple of laps.
This is your final lap of the race.
Well, we're going to go F1 2019 style here. We're going to go for the fastest lap on the final lap of the race. We've bumped everything up on the car. The team have said, you know, the car's looking fine. Go for it in this final lap. Let's go and get them a fastest lap in return. Tyres are still feeling really good, which is amazing at this stage of the race, really. But Bottas and Hamilton still fighting behind, 6/10 separating them. We want Bottas to stay in front so that we can gain an extra 3 points in the championship battle. I don't know who's going to finish fourth. It looks like it might be Perez again. He's having an amazing second half of the season. It looks like there's a Ferrari in fifth. Fernando looks like he's outside the points again. I have no idea how he's managed to do that. You know, he started third. He had a little bit of front wing damage, but was easily in fourth.
Run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
He was easily in fourth the last time we seen him before our pit stop. So, yeah, I just have no idea. But here we come. We're coming around the final section now. We've attacked this lap beautifully. We've attacked this Grand Prix beautifully. And we come round and we're going to win the US Grand Prix with the fastest lap of the race.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
McLaren have pulled it off. They've won in spectacular fashion here today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Kimi Raikkonen. Consistency, good battle, sensible driving. He can be pleased with that performance today.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Well, there we go. We have won the US Grand Prix. Fantastic from us there. Bottas finishes second ahead of Hamilton in third, a further 5 and 6 seconds behind respectively. Ocon finishes fourth. Brilliant result for him to consolidate his podium from Belgium earlier in the year. Vettel finishes fifth ahead of Verstappen in sixth. Magnussen is in seventh. Ricciardo eighth. Raikkonen ninth, and Carlos Sainz in 10th. Alonso finishes outside the points, which he'll be very disappointed about. And, well, this is the drivers' standings at the moment. 4 drivers separated by 11 points. going into the final 3 Grand Prix of the season. Our engines are completely worn now, and it's a question of whether we just sacrifice one race. But, you know, at the moment, I think we can pull off getting podiums in the rest of the Grand Prix. We've been performing so well recently, and I don't know what's happened to Fernando. You know, the pace is in the car. He's been qualifying well, but he's just not scoring any points, and that's, you know, seen him just drop out of the championship race massively. And, you know, we're basically fighting the Constructors' battle on our own at the moment. And, you know, Ferrari are probably going to beat us unless Fernando can start finding his form, get on the podium like he's capable of. It's crazy, but 3 Grand Prix to go probably in this series, and you know, can we finish it off with another championship victory, defend our title? It would be an amazing achievement. You know, I've said many times we were 70-80 points off in the championship at one stage, and it looked like we'd never do it, but we've just been Mr. Consistent this season, and well, you know, if we win the final 3 Grand Prix, we win the championship. It's as simple as that. But if you have enjoyed that, then make sure you leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for regular F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.